Here we are again, finally. That was my new intro. Put that together. Don't know if it's not really as great as I want it to be. And my other fix that. Anyway, my timing on the intro is a little off. I put it together really quick. All of it's me. I need to remedy a few little bits. Maybe film some with a different camera, etc. But it's fun. I had fun putting it together. And that is, alas, the important thing. So, hello any and all. I am currently... What? I'm currently relearning how to do this, refiguring out how to do this. It's been a little while. Oh, there's chat. So I can see what people are seeing now. Oh, and that's wrong. Oh, of course I forgot to change the stream message. Let's fix that. Working with Terraform. Does this work in real time now? This is what I'm editing right here. So let's just bounce me down here and I'll just edit this right in front of you. So working with, we're gonna work with Terraform, Docker, and related tools to get a development stack put together for Go, GraphQL. Oops, let's actually do JavaScript, Node.js, GraphQL, and perspective, and Postgres. It all fit in there. Holy bananas. It's amazing. So the mission is going to be, okay, review environment, because I've got a bit of that set up already. I'll make that part pretty easy. And then we're going to get into, let's see, the next thing will be, we're going to get into migrations. And then if we have time, we will work on locking down the data in API endpoints, that's what I should call them. That's what we'll do. So everybody, and this is programming. Yeah. It is web programming. It's the back end of the web programming, but it's still web programming. Software development in that one. Yep. And then what we call educational. And you know, I'm not putting AMA anymore, because people come on here and ask me stuff about, like, why is the moon circular? We're not talking about that right now. So, anyway, cheers. Got me a little beverage here. So does that change the name of the... Oh, it does. It changes it in real time now. I like the new dashboard more already. Yes, Bible Clan member, we will be using Terraform today. Just a bit, just a little bit. Oh, and this rough start, I just can't even think right now. As always, I listen to a little sick in the background. It'll keep me going. Boom. How's the volume on that? Super loud? Got a Terraform Linter for that? You have a Terraform Linter? I use the thing in code and the other stuff that I use. WebStorm, IntelliJ, all that. It has the same HCL plugin. All right, make that a little bigger, just so it's visible there on stream. All right. All right, so with this, I'm just gonna go over and review some of this stuff that I already have built up. Oh, I don't know why that's even in there. And I did post a blog entry about this out on my compositecode.blog. Have I heard of a tool? Like, I've heard of tool. Let's do this. That too. All right. So first I have the dev startup and shutdown scripts. Very simple. Just using Docker Compose to bring it up, bring it down. And that I'm going to use for my local environment to do local tweaks, data modeling, etc. Then I have my production stuff. And here I pass into my Terraform the server name that I want, username and password, the database name that I want, which is going to be logistics, and then the same tear down, destroy. Note I leave off. Here I have auto approve. On delete though I have it left off, so I have to manually type yes in there to kill it. FOSS PCI scanner type of thing. Where I can get a yes, no, but I don't, I mean, besides, well, a PCI scanner, like a card scanner, or a port scanner. I mean, there's Nmap and stuff like that that'll tell you about ports. But you said IP and then you got FOSS PCI. PCI? Like for, I'm not, maybe we're not talking about the same PCI. Yeah, port scanning. So why PCI? PCI is a hardware thing, right? No version isn't secure, it would fail. Yeah. Possibly. I don't know. That's a good question though. We'll have to look at that in the future. So here I'm going to show you my Terraform real quick. So there's my variables that I'm taking in. And because this URL for Postgres to provide a connection string to my Hasura API endpoints is kind of, well, you can see it's sort of crazy, right? Got the username, then I have to concat or interpolate appropriately, connect to the Azure PostgreSQL server, right? And then I need the password injected in there with $$ at, oh, I guess the $sign's for the interpolation, and then at the logistics server fully qualified domain name, which actually, let's take this. I'm going to do this. Boop. Copy. I'm going to add an output variable, Hasura, and call this the Hasura URI path, I think is what I want. I'm going to make value, whoops, like that. And then, yeah. Okay. Now this, I don't actually think, I'm going to actually comment that out. I don't actually need to display it anymore. I had that in there for troubleshooting purposes, but I don't need to spit that back out. It's got private info anyway. It's got the password in it. Oh, those PCI standards. Yeah, I was thinking of like PCI slots in a motherboard that you put like video cards and stuff in. Thanks, Bainatelli, or Bainatol. How do I make y'all's? Oh, that's not gonna work. Everybody's usernames in chat are very, 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 very small. I need a better chat app to use for this. That'd be cool. Yeah, Yeah, exactly. The other PCI standards. I knew I was confused. I knew we couldn't be talking about the same thing. I'm like, why would you have software scan the PCI ports to see if they're open? Like, I mean, I guess it would be cute, you know, if you had four slots and you put a video card in to know 3 were empty or something, but it didn't seem super pertinent, especially to port scanning. But yeah, I don't know what software would do that. That's over in I've shied away from InfoSec land for so long. I am often not super familiar with the tools to do the things at the moment. Okay, so I have these variables, and I added this one because I want to see this thing. I'll probably need to sign it somewhere or something. But anyway, okay, so here's the provider, right? And again, I thoroughly explained this in my blog entry that I just posted on compositecode.blog if you want like further dive into why I did various things here and stuff like that. But we're just gonna go over the basics of it. So resource group, because you need a resource group in everything that you deploy out to Azure. It's kind of the bucket things fit into. Then I actually build the literal Postgres server with this resource. And this is done through Azure's RDS-like service, you know, like AWS RDS, where it does Postgres, and I got some other databases too. But anyway, I'm using Postgres for this. Username and password passed in, using version 9.5. Turning on SSL because, you know, do that. I leave off the geo redundancy because I simply don't need that. I'm not building something that needs that much reliability right now. Then there's the actual database, logistics.db, and there's where I pass that variable in that you saw in the actual command earlier. And it's attached to the respective resource group name that it's going to be in and the server that it needs to build the database in itself. And then it sets collation in the character set. Now, one of the things that's kind of interesting on Azure is the database service has its own firewall, because I guess the database services are in one network and all the other stuff's over here in the virtual networks or the other virtual networks or whatever. And you need to punch a hole between that so you can have direct communication between these servers. They're going to talk to the database, right? Makes sense. So this firewall rule does exactly that. Basically give it the ZZZZ start IP address, same end IP address, then say the resource group name, server name, and it'll punch a hole for that particular server resource. And like the beauty of Terraform, it maps up whatever the IP is and uses that Azure magic sauce to determine what values it needs to build that particular hole that it's going to punch in the firewall. Then we get down to the container group here. Again, pretty standard stuff here. You know, you got the location, which is just pulled off the resource group name. IP address, it's going to be a public IP address because I want this to be a public-facing service. And then go down here, and you can see there's the image that I'm pulling from, the Hasura GraphQL engine image that's available. Set the CPU and memory pretty low because it's just not really going to need a bunch of resources. And then let's see here. I open up port 80 for this, which also, let's do an experiment. I know this works on port 80, but let's actually do this. Let's try port. Oh, is this? I might have to. Well, we'll do 80 just so you can see it work. I have the console turned on. Okay, and then there's that string that gets built. And it should spit that out. So let's see if this works now. And then prod start. There we go. Now this is going to take a minute or two. So while that's doing that thing, how's everybody? Everybody been doing good? I'm over here kind of tripping out on the fact that my part of the world is literally burning to scorched earth sunder. You know, California's burning, Oregon's burning, Washington's burning. Call what? Did I get sunlight today? Yeah, I'm getting some sunlight today. But yeah, it's just gross outside. It's all smoky and all that stuff. It's just gross. So this part specifically, the Postgres little server, usually takes 3 minutes, I think is what I've experienced mostly. No baby boy was born yet, but you know, that's in the queue. I know a bunch of babies have been born recently though, so a lot of crazy stuff going on. While that's doing that too, the other thing, just to show you, here's the Docker Compose YAML, right? So I actually use Postgres 12 here. I should probably upgrade the other Postgres. We'll go through some iterations with the Terraform and tweak this and see where we get. And I also need to update this, the image. So this says whatever version. Let's actually make sure we're using the same versions between this stuff. So this should probably say something like this. And let's go out and figure out what version that actually is on. So Docker Hub Hasura. There it is. Okay. Where are we at here with tags? There's the CLI. CLI migrations. Oh, CLI, yeah. So 1.3.2, 1.3.2. So, oh, this is such a weird song. I don't want to hear this right now. What should I pop on? Let's do just on Monday. So 1.3.2 I think would be. Can I just do v132? Do I need to do the CLI migrations? Well, let's try it. Let's see what it says. So in my Docker Compose, whoops. Whoa. Okay. And then since that terminal's running, I'm gonna need a different one. Let's do dev. Instead of dev start, I'm just gonna type the command docker up or Docker Compose up. Let's see where that gets us. Okay, so that's pulling a new image. Whoa, what was all that? Connection match, password authentication failed for Postgres. Password does not match for user Postgres. What? Did I? Something wrong in here? There's password. This says to use Postgres user. With less line agent, DigitalOcean, Vulture. I mean, gender parties are stupid. Read the history on why they became a thing in the past 20 years, and wow. But do you have a guide to your hardware setup anywhere? I have a stateful guide that is in an inappropriate state. I need to update it pretty bad, Brandon. How do I say your name, by the way? Bainatelli. Bainatel. Benetole or Beneto, something like that. A, B. But yeah, I have a hardware guide, which is out here on GitHub. Oh, I type it wrong. Oh yeah, I got derp. Here we go. So this repo has a bunch of markdown that basically talks about my recording gear, advocacy stuff, music, blah, blah, blah. Gotchas for Twitch streaming, things like that. Hey, Frackberg. With yeah, you know, Docker always has a lot of hiccups right at the beginning, and then everything is smooth sailing. Right? Smooth sailing. That should be like a copyrighted trademark phrase or something. But yeah, so Benetole. This is my hardware guide. It has a bunch of stuff, but I do need to update it. I need to add it because, like, I think if I go in here, oh yeah, I don't have my new Mac. Yeah, this is definitely retired, and I messed up the name December here. This was a freaking amazing machine. I totally want to replace it sometime in the near future. But it is definitely retired. It is sitting on the floor and needs to be brought to the computer recyclers so that they can take the parts and do whatever it is that they want to do. The video card was pretty amazing. The RAM was just beautiful. Blah blah blah. But that one's dead. This one's also gone. I sold that because yeah. So that was the laptop that was in the train wreck that I was in. And it always worked weird after that. But I sold it to someone, and they're getting good use out of it. I told them that one of the USB-C ports didn't work anymore ever since that train wreck. But testament to its toughness. And then, yeah, so they're still using it. And then these are my other bits. I got some cameras. Like what I'm using right now is one of the 920, one of those. And this is my mic that I have. This is the mic I have at the office. I have a Rode lapel mic on right now that I use because it's just easier for this office. I have two offices. I have a home office and then I have an office. I'm kind of weird like that. And I don't use the Apogee mic anymore at all, barely. I don't even know where it's at, but I might again. And then there's the XPS 13. Still have it. I still have this old thing. This MacBook was my first MacBook that I bought for myself, and that sucker has been pretty solid ever since, knock on wood. And then I got this XPS 15, which is awesome. I still use it I was using it to stream every once in a while, run Linux on it. It's great. This blog post is great because I think it has the video too. No, but it's just the whole clusterfuck that I went through trying to get Windows off of it and try to get Linux on it at the time. It's at least one part of that. But yeah, so that, and then my mouse and related options, some other stuff. I need to update it too because like I have this quiet mouse here, but I also have a Razer mouse. This one, oh, I do detail it. This one, and then there's these two. So yeah, there's all my details and bits. So yeah, I need to make a reminder to update all that stuff. So let's see. Let's go back to that. Okay, so this worked out in Azure, and did it give me? Yeah, this is actually what I want. This is needed, so now I don't have to go into the portal on Azure to actually get the path to my API server. So if I go here now, boom, 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 boom. Come on, Azure, don't flip out on me. It's using a trackball nut. Yeah, I use mice and trackballs. It kind of depends on what I use them for. I also use the trackpads, right? Like if I'm sitting in a coffee shop, like whenever we're allowed to do that again, I'll use the hell out of a trackpad. Why is this not coming up? Oh, let's go. Well, we'll go to the portal anyway. What the hell? I'm signed out of every bloody thing. Sign in with GitHub. No. Sign in with GitHub. I'm just going to sign in and get out of here. Yeah, so about 5 minutes before the stream started, my browser here just dumped everything. So, okay, so here's my container instance. And that is the... Oh, yeah, that's the database server. That's what I need to go to. Oh, I need... Okay, so that's the problem. So this needs to be the... What is the container? Azure Container Group? Oh yeah, Azure Container Group. I don't know if they're going to have that on it. So let's do this. No? No? Oh, okay. Okay, sorry code. You're nifty, but time to bring out the heavy guns. Oh, I have to go up here and get it, I guess. IntelliJ. So the HTML plugin in the JetBrains tools is a bit better than whatever code seems to actually implement. So here you can see that path, etc., attached to the GraphQL. It executed this, whatever this query is. I guess that must be something that I must have typed up. And it errored out because there's no Azure in it. But it gives you an idea of like what's there. And currently there's nothing in the database, but if I go over, we'll look at creating some data in here in just a second. Yeah, I don't know. 4K and a 1440p widescreen trackball is on the way to get. It's the way to go to get across all the resolution. Oh yeah. Like the way those things can speed up stuff is great. I also love to use them in coffee shops where I have more. Like I like the trackball for certain things, but especially if I'm going to use my Linux machine, or I should say the trackpad. I like the trackpad for certain things, like when I'm just working on the laptop by itself. But if I'm in a coffee shop or something like that, I really, really like to have the trackball for the Linux machines, because the trackpads on all Linux machines are just garbage. Like the XPS 13, XPS 15, they're just horrible. So I like to have the trackball for that. And I can do the Wi-Fi thing, so keep it right close to the laptop and not like get up in people's space and stuff. You know, for when we can do things like go to coffee shops again. Okay, so that's there. Wait, you can see it running. It's a pretty cool interface. I really like what Azure did with their container service. It's nice. So, and this is running publicly. Like you could technically go to it right now yourself. Let's see, we updated. You know, actually, I need to update to just this probably. That's probably what flaked out on that other thing. So let's. Oh. Multi-screens. Whoa, did y'all see that as super neon green? That was freaking weird. Okay, we're just going to take that part off. Okay. What is this? Why is this grayed out? It makes it look like it's... I don't know what that message said either. Alright, so... help me out here. How do I get material theme? All of my sizing is basically hosed right now. Why did that happen? Yeah, I feel like I logged into a completely new thing here. Maybe I need oceanic colors. Well, okay, that's going to be that color, I guess. Well, anyway, so we changed this to that version. So that's the latest Hasura version. And main.tf is going to go down here. We're going to update that puppy too. Like that. Now, that might actually effectively tear down the old thing. But let's get this variable working. Okay, so now this stuff auto-completes correctly with actual pieces that are available. There's a fully qualified domain name. That's what I hope to see. Oh yeah, let's do that. So convert that just to standard HCL2. See, with this thing though, if I'm correct, oh, it's not taking out my, anyway. Yeah, so you see I got a bunch of HCL1 concatenations in there, but I needed to for this concatenation. It wouldn't work with this HCL2 formatting. So let's comment, yeah, there you go. So code comments with the hashes, and this comments with the //. All right, so let's run that. Actually, I'm gonna use the terminal for it. Okay, so clear, and then what's my command? Oh yeah, prod start. Let's just try to apply these changes and see if it appropriately destroys that container and puts a new container with the appropriate image back up. That will be the test. Which, speaking of, back over here, I wonder if there's a way to tell identity, containers, normal, successfully pulled image. Okay, so that should tell us if it's updated to 1.3.2. Lenovo ThinkPads with Fedora. That would probably be pretty slick. Yeah, I think Lenovo is definitely one of the top options. I like those Dell XPSs, but I think if I get another laptop with Linux on it in the next like 5 years or so, I'm probably going to try a Lenovo again. I had an X1 back in the day, and that thing was awesome. Only problem was it was a first gen, so the battery life was like 45 minutes. Didn't cause me many problems because I was mostly plugged in, but I kind of want a little more than 45 minutes these days since it's such an easy option to have more than 45 minutes. All right, so that's running. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it wiped out that one because of the change. So going with that. Wow, that was. Oh yeah, I guess it's just the container, so it'd be really fast. So now, hopefully this is the correct fully qualified domain name. Yep. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so now like I don't even have to look in here anymore. I'm gonna leave this up just to do this. Oh, it says terminated now. So what is it gonna say if I refresh it? Ah, look at that, 1.3.2. So we're upgraded the container. And then this is okay, this is what it should be. Let's go ahead and close that. We don't really need that right now. Bloop. Okay. Get status. Change the, what is that? The output variable to show the URI for API access. Now, and we made that other change too, updated the whatever, but it's mostly my repo. I need to read it, not everybody else, but y'all know I'm getting it done. So here it is. Now let's see about, okay, this is not good sizing. If Not Myself was here, he'd be like, dude, that's like the size of ants on the screen. Make it bigger. Oh wow, so much. Are these new? No, this is just crazy. Okay. I'm gonna try, no, I'm not gonna try the dark thing. Focus, Adrian, focus. What? Oh yeah. So that just happened. So I'm gonna do fonts. Do I want to do ligatures? I don't know. Show monospace. Show. Well, this needs to be 18. So let's do that. And then Use small fonts for labels. No, don't do that. Let's make it as readable as possible. I'm trying to show y'all stuff. I don't want this to be unreadable. Come on. What does it say? Fallback font. No, JetBrains. No, it's just on here. So. Oh, I don't even know what that's for. But color scheme font. Ah, there we go. Stuff is getting better already. Oh, and yeah, let's make the console bigger. I think that's almost everything, right? So, editor tabs. I don't know. Does that look better, everybody? A little more readable there. Okay, the other thing I wanted to do was try to get. So this is the environment variable. It tells Hasura which port is going to be available. So let's just try 81. And then for the container here, is there anything else that... Let's go look at that. Oh, I closed already, so we'll go back to the portal. Oh, there we go, okay. So start time, got those things running. But now, so it just says port 80. So if I change that, will that map that appropriately? I think it will. So let's try that. Let's try to go to port 81. Just run apply again. Mostly happy with it. So you say mostly, but what about the part that's not mostly happy with it? That's what I really want to know about. And how's the video card on the 5th gen and recent ones? Are they like what do you call it? Not the built-in ones, but like the actual dedicated video. Are they dedicated video on the newer ones? Destruction complete after 1 second. Okay, all that's happening. I know that's running there, but let's look at the activity log and see what's going on here. But that wasn't what I was looking at, was it? It was properties, maybe? Was it activity log? Just looks weird now. Oh, and containers. Yeah, this is where I was looking. So created, started, pulled, pulling, plugged, blah, blah, blah. 132, okay. Container root. Okay. So that looks good. But let's do, gotta get to the right port, right? Was it that simple? Oh, hell yeah, okay. So let's actually do this. Let's do 80 just because. Right? Okay, so that's gonna be on that IP. And then we're gonna set up our main project or whatever shortly to be on port 80. So it's actually like a website or whatever. The bigger one, okay. Oh, and they got Ryzen's in them already? I haven't been paying attention. Yeah, so that's one of the things I love about the Carbon, is that 14-inch 1440p screen that's like not big. I mean, the screen's big. It goes to the edges, right? But the machine is not big. I love that small size because I like to throw stuff on my back and in my backpack. I wish I could just attach one to my back. I should put like clips in my bone structure. That'd be badass. And then just bike around wherever I want to go, you know? Has also USB-C Thunderbolt port is fantastic. So do they just have one? Because that's one of the things that actually annoys the hell out of me about the XPSs that I do love about my Macs, is my Mac 15 has 4 USB-C, and I use the heck out of those things because they are wonderful. So let's hear. Okay, change that to 8080. And then the other thing I wanted to change too was in the local build, I'm using Postgres 12. So let's get the Postgres 12 instead of 9.5. And let's not go with 7 days. Let's just go with 4 days of backup. Seems like that'd be more efficient. I don't really know if it makes that much difference, but you know, it's just storage in the cloud. Actually, speaking of that, yeah, since it's just storage in the cloud, let's go with 7 days. Probably good practice to do that as a minimum anyway. So let's reapply that. Oh, what? Well, am I using 12? Postgres. $11, $10. Eh? It's cool that it gives this error message, but that's kind of weird. So what are we on with Postgres? The world's most advanced open source database. 11.9, 10.14. Why are we not? Whoa, buddy, why is it not on that then? Let's go with 11.9, 11.9. Can I do that? And then my Terraform, do 11.9. I mean, I know it's managed, but that's a little tricky. Okay, I just have to put 11. So what version is that going to dump up there though? Let's find out. Okay. So that's doing something. That should take a minute though, because that's going to destroy the database and bring it back. So let's go back to the Azure portal. Go back to the dashboard and Azure database for Postgres server. Postgres version is 9.5, 2 vCores, 5 gigs of. Oh, is that the memory? 5 gigs. I don't know what that's actually assigned to. Storage percent, 1%, 1 point. Advanced threat protection. Upgrade required. I don't want an upgrade right now. Thanks though. Yay, SSL is turned on. Tasks, server logs. I don't know, I do like the interface. I really do. So, where are we at? Still creating. It should be destroyed. It's probably not updated in the interface though. Oh no, it is. Wow, it actually got it out of there. I've always found that Azure tends to have a lag in the interface. Oh yeah, full size HDMI port would be nice too. I routinely use the adapter on the MacBook where it plugs into the USB-C, but it has the full size HDMI in that, and also you can connect another USB-C device to that. Because really, HDMI is not going to hog up the full bandwidth of a USB-C port, right? So it's kind of nice to still have that port availability. And I've even used that adapter that I have for the Mac on my XPS 15 just to mess with it and see like what would work. And it seemed to work okay. Like I connected an HDMI device, and then I also connected another USB-C device just for the heck of it. All right, so how are we doing here? 1 minute, almost there, almost. come on, go faster. I'm waiting here. We're all waiting. Oh, while we're waiting, let's go back to the Docker Compose. And then what happens if I just put 11 here? What does that pull? And let's try that out. So let's come. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Bigger. What the heck? Let's do that. So in here, I want to do dev. Whoops, dev. Start. Okay, so it's going to pull Postgres 11. I don't know what that actually is, though. I'm going to assume that it's 11.9. It's probably the latest one. And it got the 1.3.2. Okay, so that's cool. It's my local bit. Oh, what do I gotta? Oh, that's. So speaking of using devices, right? I have the mouse, okay, that I'm using. It's a little quiet mouse. Doesn't make a lot of noise. But then I just flip screens using the trackpad because it's so instinctual for me to just reach over and shift the screens like that. So let's see here. This. Here's that. Okay. So what's my database version here? So it just says 11. Whatever that means. Let's hope that it's just the same version. Let's hope it's both 11.9 or whatever. We'll just stick with 11 for now. So got Hasura updated, got Postgres updated, got the Terraform file cleaned up so that it actually prints out this path that we need. Oh, let's do this. Let's do API port, we'll call it. Type, whatever, it can be a string, doesn't matter. An API port is gonna go, oh, I don't know, can I do it this way? And then, oh, var.api port. Will that work? Oh, I need to get that in there. I don't know if that concatenation will work with HCL2. Anybody know? Anybody happen to know that? I'm gonna remove this stuff. Find out in just a jiffy. So, and then in my scripts, I'm gonna actually add that variable. API port, and let's make it 8080. Okay. There we go. Okay. On here I got it 8080 anyway. So that kind of even maps dev to production a little bit more in that sense. Except at some point I will nix this part I'll need to kill on the front end because I don't really want that available. Unless I set up auth, which I am planning to do that. All right. Let's see here. Let's do dev.down. Oh, whoops. Dev.down. So that's just gonna Docker compose down. That's all that's doing. And then let's redo this again. Okay, so how do I? So do I need to concatenate it like these? Probably. So let's go back to that. This, that saying? Nope. That color coding doesn't seem right. It seems like something's still erroring out. Is that, why did I have the syntax before? So it's your Adrian's ecosystem. Almost got it. Almost got it. Oh yeah, I need a derp. So this type of concatenation, I need to do that. That's why it was flaking out on the other thing. And of course, there we go. Now the color coding is right. That should get kickstarted. How's this? All right. Let's see what we got actually running. Nothing, right? Okay, good. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do Docker to images. Turkeys. Why do I have a turkeys container? What the hell have I been doing? Anyway. Okay, so GraphQL engine. Migration. Okay, got all of it in there. Oh, that image is nice and small too. 58.9 megabytes. Yeah. 48.3 on the 1.3.2. So that's really slick. With this. Okay. So let's do I want to do dev start just to see it kick off. Okay, so that's good. And then this over here, what is this fussing about? Is this a number is required? Oh, do I need a, or what is it? Number. Oh, do I need to, well, let's see here. Do I need to change it in my thing here? Yeah, I bet I do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and change it. There we go. Boom. Get it done, Terraform. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. I guess it did not have to do, didn't have to recreate the database, so that's makes it a little faster. It'll just, or it's creating the database. I forget what changes exactly we made. We just did this 10 seconds ago. Now I've forgotten what changes I just made. Hey, come on. Come on. There we go. Sweet. And then the port is displayed in there like I like it. It is sometimes, seriously. I am not even questioning that. So let's hear. So that's that. But now we want to do this one. Oh, what's it fussing about? Let's go look. See what's up. What's going on here? Oh, that's the database. I don't want to look at the database again. I want to look at the container. There is that. Did that not come through right? Logistics data layer. Source to IO. Well, that looks right. Huh. Maybe 8080. Oh, maybe 8080 is I wonder if it's taken up by something else, like as a reserved thing or something. I don't know. I don't actually know what's on this container. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, give me, what's the message? Oh, what's this tune? Oh yeah, that's who we're listening to. So delete container. Wait, it says it succeeded. So, and then in containers, it's saying back off. How do I, oh, properties, logs. What SSL connection is required? Oh, did I not, is it not? Oh, it took the password out, that's cool. Postgres connection failed, retrying. Just connecting your client. I wonder if, right, why is this not? Okay, so what about the database? Is it not got SSL on now? It's on. Oh, well, what the? Oh. I think I see what happened. So we need to go change that into Terraform too. That is gnarly. It didn't even click in my head. So this is, what are they doing? Why are you playing this song? All right, here we go. So this would be server dot fqdn. Can I put that in there? Is that? I don't know. Connection ID depends on dynamic for each ID. Oh, I don't know. This is gonna get tricky here. FQDN. Like down here, I pull the FQDN. Let's do this just for troubleshooting. So, Postgres URI equals, we'll just go with Azure Database Logistics DB, and then fully qualified. What? Where did it go? that ID for a second. That goes there, but I can't put it here. Oh, yeah, I put the, I don't want the database, I want this. Yeah, okay, so ID, name, provider. Oh. Well, SSL is on, infrastructure encryption enabled. Restore point time, SSL, version, name, location, lifecycle ID. So that's in there though, right? So here's the IP address. If I go back over to here, and we look at security, access, overview, connection strings. Oh, that's all the stuff. Holy smokes. Enforce SSL connection is enabled. Oh, so if I do, I wonder if I do this, did I just turn it off? Do I have to save it? I have to use the thing that no one knows anymore? So will that give the container what it needs? Let's restart it. Yes, restart it. So it's 407, so last time that happened was then. Yeah? So that seemed to work. Here's a real test. Yeah, all right. Okay, we got it on the port like we wanted it, et cetera, et cetera. It is there. So let's really do a test. Let's create a table. Or actually, do we want to create a table or do we want to do... Oops, schema name. Do I want to create a schema first? Let's... is it a Robert tables? Let's just call it Bobby tables. Bobby table, the Bobby table. Bobby's, Bobby. The unique identifier. Yes. Oh look, oh this is so nice. I love the Hasura product. This is freaking awesome. So I don't know. I do this all the time. I always type, you know, mark null. No wait, not nullable. Unique, but then I'm going to make that the primary key, right? Does it need to be designated as unique when it's a primary key? The primary key is going to enforce it as unique anyway, especially as a UUID, right? But I guess there could be that slim chance of a redundancy, right? Oh yeah, so it does need to be marked unique. That is logical. Okay. So that, and then let's just go name, text, no, in varchar. Is it? Oh, this is, yeah, this is text. Yeah, that is what it is. Okay, default text. Well, obviously it would be Bobby because everybody's gonna be Bobby, right? There we go. Can't be nullable. Some stuff. and that can be nullable. Okay, so let's add that table. Boom, it is there. So we have read write on the database. Hey, Surly Dev. If it is, then drop it. That's right. That'll be the first GraphQL statement that we write. So that looks like everything is up and running then. We've gotten the versions synchronized. So we're using Postgres 11 across the board. We're using Hasura's GraphQL engine v1.3.2 across the board. Dev environment and production environment. What else did we do? Oh, can I connect to it? I can do the... That's so trippy. Sorry, I totally sidetracked. List? Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Microsoft, you've done a damn good job with your container server. I really like it. I really like it. That's very... What would be the word? Serverless. I feel kind of weird saying that. But yeah, so that's a nice little thing. So yeah, we have the container running. So our server's this little container running. We don't know what the server is. We just have the container running. Woohoo! And we have the database running, which is definitely a server. So it's not quite serverless, but that's all good. We need a database. We need a database to have integrity, and it does. It has 7 days of backup, plus the normal resiliency of Postgres itself, which is badass. And let's see, what else? Oh, that was... So I turned off that enforce SSL. So it has SSL. Does that mean that it is not using SSL to communicate? I would think it would be. I will have to research more on that. We'll mess with that later. Yeah. So that's all done. This is in here. The table's in here. Okay, yeah. What else was I going to do? Oh, migrations. So, migrations. Whoa, stuff happened. Hello, Andrew 231966. Welcome to the mosh pit. 55. Whoa. Anthony writes code. Thank you for the raid. Andrew, thank you for the follow. I'm going to skip your number for now just because I feel like I'm very tongue-twisted. Hello, I satisfied. Anthony writes code. Alex Saku, Solace Asheron, and everybody. Welcome. Shaz Robot. I like that name. That's a good name. We just got done doing a bunch of stuff with Terraform, but we're about to do some migrations. We are working on building a data model in Postgres using Hasura. Thank you, interface I satisfied, for joining us in the pit. I like the hello things. Whose are those? Who did those? Those are cool. Alex Saku, welcome to the pit, my friend. Oh, I just noticed like the thing is cutting off the text. That's stupid. I need to fix that. I'll fix that. It's gonna go in my notes. F, Shaz Robot F. Okay. Juicebox Hero made that emote for me. Very cool. Juicebox Hero. That sounds super familiar. Do I know Juicebox Hero? Maybe. So yeah, right now, just got the Terraform running. As you might notice, this is actually running in Azure. Okay. And I'm going to actually rewind. Oh, yeah, I've watched Juicebox Hero then, I think. A few times. I don't know. I'm just getting back into Twitch again. I took like a month hiatus. Did basically nothing. More than nothing, because like there's a pandemic and I was doing nothing. But then I was really doing like nothing. Basically, wake up, eat food, go to sleep. Wake up, eat food, go to sleep. It's kind of what I was doing. It was pleasant. It's a nice break. But I lost track of everything. I don't know what's going on. So like I get back into Twitch. I'm like, oh look, there's new people doing stuff, and all this other new stuff, and da da da. So I'm ramping back up, getting it all figured out again. So let's hear. I'll give you a quick review here. This is my project, Adrian's Ecosystem. It is out there on GitHub, so you can go check it out. Let's just nav over to it real quick. Bloop. If you're curious, that's Allegion playing. Always listen to a little bit of metal because it's how I roll. If we go to GitHub, my account, and then Adrian's Ecosystem, this is where all these codes and bits are for this that I'm setting up. Okay. Oh, my README is like dead. I also did a blog post just recently out on compositecode.blog. Set Postgres GraphQL API with Hasura on Azure. This has all the bits that I've just been going over, and I've been fine-tuning the Terraform and the Docker Compose file with the crew that's been on. So I'm glad everybody's joined. Got more bits for you, and I'll show you those right now. Let's bounce back over to IntelliJ. I was using code earlier, but the HCL, the HashiCorp configuration language, doesn't autocomplete real intelligently in Visual Studio Code. So I bounced over to IntelliJ where it's HCL2 aware, as well as it introspects the whole thing. So it looks in your state, and it's like it knows how to autocomplete all sorts of stuff. It's super badass. All right, so here's my environment variables. These are the paths. I'm just trying to figure out how to get the IP, because what I need to do, oh, actually I need to come back up here and just change this back to ZZZZ. So it's gonna be ZZZZ. And this is gonna be, so I guess I wasn't completely done. There is a few little tweaks here. And I also need to go enforcement, SSL enforcement enabled. Well, let's try to build this again and see if it works. It looks like I had turned it off and it worked, but it was having a problem connecting a minute ago. I think something got messed up on the SSL part. Okay, so we're using port 8080 to turn on the API server. This is the container. Okay, and then this is the database server. This is the database server up here. Okay, then I have the database that's getting built. It's just called logisticsdb. And then there is the Postgres firewall, not to be confused with an Azure virtual network firewall. It's completely different. It's what you need to punch a hole to the virtual network or whatever it is that you're using to host the stuff in Azure from the database services through, so you can have an internal connection. So that's set up for that. Fully qualified domain name. Okay, yeah, that should all be good. We also just synchronized versions, so we're using Postgres 11 and Hasura server 1.3.2. And if I go over to Docker Compose, you can see all that kind of more concisely. 1.3.2, version 11, map to port 8080. I do the same thing here and in prod now. So basically the two executions here, we'll go ahead and get prod running again. And then locally, I think I have scripts that do this for me. So I would do like dev down, right? And basically, I'll do that. Well, that's it, right? It's just Docker Compose down. So just wanted to show you what's in the script. There's not a whole lot for those. For the Terraform ones, I actually pass the variables in and pull out environment variables in the script file, just to have all that stuff in one place. And you can see it up on the GitHub. It's all there. Nothing's really hidden. The environment variables just give me the ability to keep the username and passwords out of the actual repo. So if you want to use it as an example, you just use your own username and passwords. Let's see here. All right. So, and then let's do dev start. And that should start the two servers. And if I bounce over here, do localhost 8080. No. Oh, what's it fussing about now? More troubleshooting. Let's look in Kitematic. That's always a quick way to do it. Oh, joy. So maybe, whatever. Bugger off. We'll do it in the command line. So docker ps. Restarted 11 seconds ago. What? Oh, uh-oh. I wonder if that version of the database is causing a problem or something. You know, it's so quick. Let's just do this. Stop removing. Okay, clear. And then let's go with 10. Whoa. Oh, let's go with, should I go with Alpine? Get an even smaller image? Well, that should grab like the whatever one, right? Whoa, what? This is kind of cool. I didn't know it would do that for me. Let's try that. Library, Postgres. What does it say? Nothing? Okay. Oh no, it pulls it up too. Okay. And that is what I think it is for that. Oh, this is because it's a Docker library, right? Yeah, probably so. Okay, let's try that again. Always have to manually move to the browser. Oh dear. Port ZZZ. So let's do. What's the command? Docker exec. I'm not even gonna mess with it right now. Okay, we'll come back to that in a second. Clear. And let's actually get into. Yeah, so that looks good. Let's go check out what production gave us. Ah, closed it all. Okay, so there's the database. Version 11. 2 vCores, 5 gigs. Everything else looks good. All right, that stuff's not set. What about activity log? We'll check that. And that looks good. Yep, okay, so let's go back to here. Go back to the container. Let's go back to the container. Why did it? That was weird. Why is this all in the way now? Anyway. All right, there's our container. There's our path. Let's actually go here. This is my output variable that I created for this specifically with the port connected that I want to use. Oh, and it is working. Okay, so that's cool. It's coming up. We still got our Bobby table. Okay. Let's do. Can I do this? Do this. Yeah. Bobby. Some things about Bobby that'll get dropped. Say cool, browse rows. So there it is. All right, so that's in the database. The connection to the database is working. If I go back over and I look at containers, so if we pulled image, yeah, 1.3.2. Okay, so that's that looks good, and it's running, no problem. Back off restarting failed container. So if we look, let's see if it does it have that info. Everything looks good. Let's just check the database, and then features, security. SSL is enforced. Okay, so that's what I had the error on the last time, and that was breaking something for some reason. I don't know what it is exactly, but okay, so tasks, features, security. I don't know why it doesn't show. See, it's enabled there. I don't understand why it doesn't show the one that I added, right? Because it's there in the Terraform. Okay, let's go look at that. So right down here, there is the firewall rule. Let's look for this. Can I just go, just show me this thing. Okay, so that is unsettling. Maybe? No, yes. Just this, maybe? This is, yeah, firewall rules. It doesn't have the firewall rule listed in here. Okay, I'm a little confused by that. So that used to have to be there, but it doesn't seem to need to be there now. So let's do this. Let's comment this out and see where we really are with this. I mean, y'all aren't catching anything off of that, right? Does that look right to you? I mean, that seems pretty damn weird. Oh. Oh, I just realized that was super rude per etiquette. Anthony Red's Code, how was the stream? Are you still here? I would love to actually know. I'm actually curious. Just slow thinking today, you know? Sometimes I'm rude when I'm slow thinking. Okay, so that seemed to go. Yeah, do let me know though. I'm curious what you were up to. Derp derp. There's Bobby and that row. So let's nuke this stuff and see if it really puts it back though. It's such a chill song. All right, boom, nuking it all. See, look at this. Watch this, y'all. So I'm in a terminal, and if I Alt-Tab over to IntelliJ, boom, it regains focus, right? Just no conflict about it whatsoever. And if I go back, boom, brings it back over, okay? Now if I Alt-Tab, though, now, and go to the browser, nothing happens. If I go to Spotify, boom, goes over. Why does the browser not maintain any type of, you know, priority in that situation? Like I just Alt-Tab to it. I wonder if I Alt-Tab to it. Oh, that does it. So if I hold down, it's actually Command-Tab on the Mac, but if I hold Alt or Command-Tab and go to the browser, so like if I'm over here, then I do Command-Tab, and then hold down Alt and let go. Nope, that didn't work either. What the hell? Oh, it's already in it. Yeah, it just doesn't go to the browser. I have to go out of that screen and then go to the browser. Well, that's just silly. Anyway, so yeah, I guess Anthony already ran off. I'll just have to look at the VOD. It's all cool. Things to do later. Oh, we're not friends. What the hell? We've even chatted with each other. What a dork I am. All right, so got all that done. Techie Tay, welcome to the mosh pit. Also, I will be actually starting the music stuff soon, which I'm looking forward to. Very thrashy. So that'll be in evenings, or my nighttime. You know, pending, of course, the Northwest doesn't burn in flames, which so far I think we're surviving at the moment, but it's some dark days out there right now. Okay, so I took out that IP, and I guess that firewall rule doesn't exist anymore. Actually, yeah, so it seems like it doesn't exist. So let's create this from scratch now. Prod destroy, prod start, and let's see what it does. So here, any secrets here? No. It's a group database. It's just a server. I don't actually even see it. Yeah, it doesn't even try to destroy it. Logistic server group. So here, what do we got? We got resource group getting created, so that'll happen in just a second or two. So that's done here, it looks like, or right around there. Then, okay, it started the server, so it has to have the resource group at that point because it's going to put the server in that. Oh, while that's going, let's actually do this. Let's go Azure Terraform. Where the hell did that just go? Oh, I have rules on my chat. I didn't even know I had that. There we go. Okay, so then let's, well, what provision infrastructure using CDK for Terraform? Interesting. Where is the databases? MariaDB, MySQL, Postgres database. Okay, so it still exists. I don't want to register right now, thanks so. IP range. That is literally the thing that I'm creating, right? Yes, that's what it is. So I'm not creating it on this go round though. Still building the server, okay. We'll find out in a minute. Whatever the case. Their eyeballs. Come on, hurry up. We want to know what's going on here. Terraform and Azure. Oh, let's do this one. It's in good enough state for this. Yeah. Oh, is that not the shorter key? How do I get the... There it is. I haven't done all this good jazz in a while. Yes, format all my stuff. Adding version sync for dev and prod. And what else did I do? Oh, removed PG firewall since it doesn't appear to apply anyway. And then, oh yeah, added port 8080 for the API server, the Hasura API server. There we go. Okay. Yeah, yeah. There we go. What theme am I using? My theme is, it's the material theme. I don't remember which one of these I selected. Let's go with the Night Owl theme. Nate Owl theme. Nate the Night Owl. So that's what it is. It's just one of the material themes. I lose track of which one. I change it pretty regularly. So accent colors. I think I'm usually using the oceanic theme. It's pretty, yeah, that's it. I don't know if I actually like that one though. Let's actually go back to that one I just picked. It seemed like it had a calm brightness to it. Yeah, I don't know. That feels good for today. Yeah, sure thing. Clear, clear, clear. Exit. Did it finish yet? Come on. Oh, I did. Okay, cool. So here's the server. Let's go see if we can connect first off. No, and it's gotta, anyway, go over the phone. No? Nope, looks like, yeah, it looks like it's stuck. So let's refresh this. And then we should see resources. Yep, okay, there's logistics DB. If I go click on this, let's look at the connection details. Okay, so allow access to Azure services. No. This is enabled. Okay. So it says no, and there's no, is this an entry? This doesn't look like an entry. It's a thing to add. There's no rule down here. Okay, so those things are set that way. Activity log. We're over here. This is enabled, version 11. Now let's go to the container. Gonna go down to the containers, and then so back off is maybe happening. Yeah, so it says Ssl Creation is required. Please specify SSL options. So, okay, what I think I did before was go in here, and then connections, and I thought I clicked that. It still looks like no. Oh, I did this. I did disabled save. And then still working. Okay. That doesn't seem to have worked. So is it does the firewall rule get added and it's just not listed? I mean, that would be pretty bad actually if it's being added, but it's not listed in the thing. So anyway, I'm gonna, or why does it say? I can't turn it back on. Okay, well let's do this. So let that get started, and then I'm going to go over here and actually add this back. like so. And then we'll reapply it. So that's getting into some of the tedious stages of doing Terraform, where you just have to kind of trial and error and go through it. Okay. So and meanwhile, let's do this. Make it bigger so you can see it. List. Get in here. Hadrons, ecosystem. And then there was the Docker compose up. Let's just see what this is doing. Okay, so that this user will also own the server process database. Cluster will be initialized under da da da. Say .16.2. Oh, that's a good question. Where is it running? Yeah, it's restarting. So it's trying to get a connection that it's not getting. Oh, is okay, so I think I know what's going on. Okay. Let's do Docker compose up /d. Docker ps. Yep, okay, that's kind of what I thought. And I want to do, how can I do this? So the server's restarting because it can't connect, because it thinks it's not doing this localhost 5432, it's doing that 192.168.16.2, which is Docker, oh phooey, what is the command? Docker info, inspect. Oh, let's do Docker inspect, Docker ps, Docker inspect. And then we're gonna go look at this one, right? Yep. Now, is that actually always crazy to find IP? Oh, it is listening on. Oh no, that's Postgres, graphical engine. The graphical engine though is, oh no, Postgres is saying that. Oh, because of the Postgres, da da da. Let's see here. Come on. Postgres URI. I'm not in Terraform. I'm in the Docker Compose. Depends on Postgres service. Always restart. Environment, volumes, Postgres password is this. Oh. So that's Postgres server, logistics database, Postgres user. Might just resolve this today instead of the other night. Enable console true. Restart always depends on the server, yeah. Oh, let's do this. Let's hear. Hasura. Oh, actually, let's see if this might be the case. I think that's what I originally started with. Bring those down. No, that's got it too. Okay. Yeah, okay, that made no difference. That was me being confused. Thought maybe, you know, the old version was using a different user or something. Oh, blur, blur, blur. Well, if the... Let's connect to the database and see what up. Localhost. And then... Okay, bear with me for a second. I got to do some secret logging in. So... I wonder if it doesn't have the... All right, so I just added this, put in my password, tried to connect to the Postgres database, tested connection, and that worked. So that's my, this is my connection string right here. And in here, database, Postgres database, maybe it should actually be that. Let's do that. I might break some stuff. Anybody got any ideas there? Query console. Use Postgres. Oh, whatever. So can I do create table? Or no, let's do create database. logistics test. Oh, so there we go. We got a database. So that restarting 1 second ago, 16 seconds ago. Let's do that and go back over here, and we'll do docker compose up. Just look at what's up. Oh, I think I see what's the problem here. So I'll do. So there isn't this, right? So we'll want to do localhost. Isn't it 543? Oh, localhost at Postgres 5432, right? I don't know, I feel like that connection string is the key that's wrong. Localhost does not exist. What did I have? Look back at my original stuff here. Oops. All right, and then Yaml console. Oh, we did change to, did we change to 10? Or changed to 11? Oh, nuking this. You're down, right? Yeah, okay. Let's do this. Let's do docker move. Actually, we'll just go by IDs. Oh, images. No. Oh, it's docker RMI. Such weird command discrepancies. Oh, let's get rid of this beast. Don't need that right now. Oh, whoops, docker. Don't need that either, probably. That one. This is a weird song for metal. It's got like jazz saxophone in it. I don't need that just at the moment either. You know what, let's just nuke a whole bunch of stuff here. Okay, basically what I'm doing though is getting rid of the bits that I don't actually need. And then I'm going to recreate it and make sure it's completely, it should be synced with the right version of the database then. Oh, I already deleted that one. And then that should make for much more smooth sailing. Add monitor, yeah, I don't really need that either. Temporal, oh yeah, that's another thing I did. I should have just deleted all of it. I don't know why I kept any of it. Anyway, so clear list, and then let's try Docker Compose now, completely from scratch. Up, we'll just let it run. Going for Postgres 11. Oh. I need to go delete this stuff out of my directory. Oh. Well. Users, Adrian. What? Whoops. No, users, Adrian codes. Okay, so let's get in there and do that, then try Docker Compose. So making that a hidden directory? I guess maybe it's a hidden directory. Nothing like making it confusing. And then let's do, so this has the firewall edition now, which we wanted to do, right? So while we're messing with this, I'm gonna get the other one started. Take about 5 minutes. So this is, oh. There's a password designated in there, right? That was working though. Why is that not working now? Doesn't make any sense. I think that does need to be in there though. Yeah, because if I go in my Terraform and I look at that, yeah, the URL. So we got username. So actually, I'm going to take this. Actually, let's put it on the bottom of the file for a second just to look at it. So Postgres and then username Postgres. This thing. The name of the, oh, maybe that should be the, oh, that is the name of the database. Or is it 5432? Fully qualified name. Fully. So I'm going to do this just to make it clear. So this would be like Postgres, logistics server name. So this would be logistics. And password would be the thing. At localhost. And then this would be Postgres like that. Let's go do this. Is there oops. Let's go look at one of their Hasura samples. Ah, okay. Hasura. Oh. I don't know if that'll work. All right, it's this, quit, kill that, and Docker, PS. Oh, it's, okay. What? Yeah, okay, so what is this? This is still going? Oh, it's okay, finished. So this should be, okay, so I think we got both running. So if we go back to this and then Chrome. Hey, Cuskman. It has been a long time indeed, well over a month. I went on hiatus there for a while. How have you been? Okay, come on, everybody, keep your fingers for me crossed here. So let's do local. Why can't I type in here? Well, localhost, there we go. Oh, okay, so localhost is working. So that's what I need to do, is I need to put the password in there. I thought that was working, but that's kind of confusing. But it makes sense. It makes sense. It's confusing why I thought that worked in the first place. But it's fixed now. So, and then the other thing is not localhost, but out here on the webs. Okay, we got it working in both places. Super kick-ass, finally. All right, so, oh, very nice. Can you say which smaller cloud provider that might be? So actually, let's reload this. Is it, what is it set to? Should be, yeah, okay. So, that's super weird. I feel like, is it, it's HyperOne? Oh, is it over yonder? Oh, very nice, very nice. Congratulations. Hats off to you. I don't know where my hat is, but here's my gopher. Hat off, gopher. That's really awesome. That is super awesome. I'm stoked for you. Are you gonna get to Twitch stream or anything? Are you gonna try to Twitch stream? I mean, maybe you don't want to do that. I know a lot of people don't like to do this. Then, like, I'm addicted to it in some way. Yeah, so I feel like what I'm gonna do is make this video. I'm gonna make a video of it. Yeah. So I'm gonna make a video while I'm making videos. You don't like streaming DevOps for what it's Dota 2 attitude. Coding is fine though. Yeah, you know, streaming. Myth user, welcome to the mosh pit. Glad to have you here. You know, I like coding too, for streaming, Dota 2 attitude. More than I like. You can really see my green screen there very clearly. But yeah, I don't like doing that. I don't like doing the DevOpsy stuff as much either. I prefer to do the coding, but sometimes I need the systems. Like right now, I want to make sure I have all this stuff set up, and then like in subsequent streams, I'm going to really dive hard into GraphQL, build some web interfaces, build a Go CLI against this interface, etc. And you know, I need to know what the system is doing, so I've built the DevOpsy stuff, right? But let's see here. I'm just gonna go through this. LG ultra wide. That's not what I want. Color LCD. That is what I want. Sure. Sounds good. So let's see if this will run. I wonder if this is gonna crash the stream. I hope it doesn't. You'll see me record a screencast as I'm doing this. Okay. So I just ran this stuff. Here is my Terraform. Okay. Let's get this out of the way. Let's get that out of the way. And if I scroll up here, you can see, here's the resource group. Here's the actual Postgres server resource. Okay. Version 11. And the database itself that's created in that server, right? And then there is the PG firewall rule. And maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. So myth user, custom in, Dota to attitude, if anybody knows where this should be in Azure, I'm all ears, because maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. But this right here is needed because I ran it just a minute ago and it didn't work. And I ran it again and it theoretically put it in here, because here's the two things, but I don't see it anywhere, right? I don't see the firewall anywhere, but I know it's done something, because when I go out to here, it brings up the API server, right? I mean, heck, y'all should even be able to go there right now too and hit that. Matter of fact, here, try it. All right, learn it. Cool. Terraform's cool, especially when you know Go too, because you can add so much cool stuff to it if you want to. But yeah, like, so if I go into the database now, okay, so clearly that firewall there is allowing me access internally so that the API server can connect to my database to give me this interface, and like I can go in and I can even say like let's create a table, right? New table, and y'all can feel free to do this too. It's live right now. I go in here and let's call this function for this, make it unique, set that as the primary key. This is just seriously standard table type structure, right? And then I'm just going to go down and add that table and creating table, and boom, it's there, right? It's in the database. So I know that internal connection is good. I know that firewall has had that hole punched in it based on that Terraform file. But where do I look? So here's the server logs. Not even gonna look in there. I don't know what's up. Maybe it's hidden in there somewhere, but it should be in the interface, like say connection security, right? For example, under the firewall rules, wouldn't you think the firewall rule for Postgres would go under the Postgres firewall rules? Super confused about this. Like if anybody has an idea or anybody at Azure knows where the rule is, I would be all types of stoked to learn about it. Like I can even go in and if I click these, see like that's what a rule looks like, right? Sure, whatever, open up the whole thing. So now my database is open theoretically. Right? And then I can hit save, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and delete that because this is what an added firewall rule should look like, I would think, but it's not there at all. So anyway, this is the video explaining what in the heck is going on. Just gonna stop that and I'll go over to my video editor. I'm gonna just edit that in front of everybody real quick. So go in here, boom. This is a great tool, by the way, if you want to do screencasts. This is called ScreenFlow. It is basically a Mac thing. Whoops. So I'll put my face over there so they can see me be confused about this. And see, it's pretty cool. This is where it shows the clips. You have clips over here. You have punch outs, text that can add. Like I can say like WTF, what, barbecue, ponies, whatever. You know, all that good stuff. A lot of nice professional additions. Like if I right click on these, there's an add starting and ending transition. So when it comes in, see it like fades in. Pretty cool. Oh, Dodo to attitude. Right. I'm not going to make the database accessible. This is just, I'm just trying to get this figured out. Like where is the firewall rule, right? It doesn't make any sense to me why there wouldn't be a firewall listed there. But anyway, I'm gonna do that later. No need for me to do that right now. But I can't minimize this thing. I put it on the other, oh, there it went. Yeah, so, and that's what the firewall rule is for, right? To attitude, because you just need that internal connection. No public access to the database, and then the Hasura API would just connect to that. So that's happening, but then, like, on this screen, like, where, oh, what did I just do? Well, anyway, in the connection screen here in the firewall, like, where is my rule? Right, in this, wherever I went, there we go. Like, it's right here. That is the internal rule connection per docs. Oh, there's user credentials, right? So down here, like it builds out this whole huge string with the connection details, right? So you have to have a user that has the appropriate permissions to make the calls against the specific database and the particular, you know, all the intrinsic little details around the tables and the data and stuff like that within Postgres. It's all there. So that has to be set up. But yeah, just at the firewall level, I don't know why that particular resource is not showing up. Actually, let's just do this. Let's be real blunt. Where is it in the portal? I wonder if all the command line stuff. I don't even have all that info available. Firewall rule, right? So that makes sense. Nice picture. connection security. I mean, yeah, connection security. That's, yeah, this is basically where I'm at, right? Yeah, Azure database for PostgreSQL, like slightly newer interface, right? Let's say nothing weird in there, right? Connection strings. Oh yeah. What's my pricing tier? Am I like $50 or whatever? Yeah, $50. Burp. That's not bad though. I mean, it's doing a lot of stuff for me. But enforce SSL, that's on. Firewall rules, right? All access to services. Yeah, I don't know, I'm lost. Maybe it actually lists under the VNet? Yeah, I don't understand that either. I don't know why I don't have to designate a port, right? Because for Postgres, it would be 5432, right? You know, at least if you're using the default one. But it's just this. It's just like this IP is supposed to have the thing. And here's the other catch, right? So in here, oh, come on and refocus correctly, computer. Yeah, so in here, I'm doing ZZZZ 0000, right? Right, so it's here that it should be attached to, right? It should be attached to that server. And in the interface, when I go in here, this is the, I mean, it's the only database that I have built. Oh yeah, so maybe it just, you know, it attaches the port artificially through magic black box stuff that Terraform does. But yeah, like this is where I would presume that this would exist. See, I also went in here and like you can usually do stuff like this where you type Adrian's. See, there's it just finds it right within all this stuff. There's my resource group. Let's see if it has any weird stuff. I am no, okay. Yeah, the resource group shouldn't have a port associated with it because it's like an artificial construct, really. I'm trying to think like what's the AWS equivalent. I don't even think there is an equivalent because AWS just doesn't have something that's necessary like that. What? I'm up to 32 cents already? Oh no, just today. So like 5 cents today or something. 21 cents. 32 cents. That's a nice chart. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you gotta connect the RDS database through the VPC via VPN to your app or whatever, right? That's how you do that there. Yeah, I'm a little perplexed. What's going on? I just think something is not where it ought to be. Yeah, I start from Terraform. I'm doing everything from Terraform. Yeah, I've even got it set up now where, like, the one thing that I need out of all this once it creates, because it goes through, it creates the resource group, creates a database, creates the database server, then creates the database, then the firewall rule, right here. And then the container group has the Hasura server. So it is set up manually. I was hoping to do Terraform after that. So I guess there's certain things to use Terraform. You have to have an account, or you have to have a service principal or a service account, something that's going to execute the things, right? Sometimes even a Bastion server, depending on how you're going to use Terraform. But I don't know. It's not super useful if you set up things manually and then you run Terraform. I mean, unless you just like you set up your Bastion server manually maybe, and then you run Terraform. Yeah, I'm not really sure how that would, I don't know where the value would be in doing that way. Unless you just had that Bastion server like automated through some other means maybe. I don't know. I have done that before. Like I've set up a Bastion server, but that was done through scripting, automated that way. And then it used Terraform to deploy out development environments and other things within the environment that the Bastion server existed in. You know, kind of like what a Bastion server is for in general. Kind of hacky, but it worked really well for the company that I did it for. Oh yeah, the thing I was going to show you is like right here at the end, I've got it where it spits out the fully qualified domain name for the Hasura server API and the database. Not that I really need the database one. Let's actually take that off. This is the one that I need. And then with that popping out real quick, it just gives me this right here. So then I don't have to navigate back into here, go to the container, and then find this, right? And then go put it in, and then add the port. Like I don't have to do that anymore. It just gives it to me right there at the end of that. And then you set up EC2, Code Pipeline, and Beanstalk. Do you like Code Pipelines? Has it been pretty good for you? I've used Beanstalk, tons of EC2, etc. I haven't used Code Pipeline though. I've seen things that look pretty cool, and I want to try it out, but just haven't had a chance to yet. Yeah, use a ton of GitHub. Here's me and my ton of GitHub. Yeah, I'm up to, oh god, 133 repos. Got a ton of stuff in there. Some of it's hooked up, some of it's not. Some of it's on CI servers. Some of it's just junk. But lots of stuff. Yeah. So anyway, there's the API server. There's this. I don't know. I do not know where the thing's at. It's not listed in here. Plain and simple. That's it. You did 3 process in pipeline in Seattle. You don't have to play and you named Dota 2. That's hilarious. Well, anyway, on that note though, let's see here. And you see these output variables right there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So that's pretty slick. I'm gonna put that in the repo here in a jiffy. I don't know why I thought that worked before. It's like a cliff. Yeah, I've just been playing a bunch of city building games lately. Addictive stuff. Bunch of World War II stuff, and what's the other one? Stellaris. I've been playing Stellaris. Let's see, I had appropriate connection string for Hasura. Oh, and then I want to put fixed firewall for Terraform, even though it does not display in Azure PG. Strangeness. All right, so that should be up there now. Clear. Exit. Where's this? Oh, this is the local one. So the local one works, and that is super beautiful. And I'm kind of actually beat, so I'm not getting into migrations today, but I'm definitely going to get into migrations in the next session. My aim, just to tell everybody, is Wednesdays, Fridays. That's what I'm going to aim for the coding stuff. And then as a yet undetermined session of thrashing in the nighttime, in my nighttime. So I'll figure that out. Where you spend like, oh gosh, 10 to 12 hours a day. It's brutal. That's what happened in the I'll bring my terminal back. Oh, weird, it nuked my other terminal. That's still, no, that's closed. Okay, cool. CD codes. Then I'm gonna go into my ecosystem again. Let's do prod, destroy it. Pop up in a second here. What do you have set up in Terraform so far? Mostly just the API. Oh, I didn't put the thing in. What the hell? Come on, you're supposed to type as it goes. So basically, I got it where it sets up a Postgres server. I have migrations already set up, but I need to go through them. So I'm going to go through them on the stream next session and show how to set those up for Hasura API usage specifically, because Hasura has a migration capability with the CLI that allows you to build your migration so that it maintains all of the pertinent information for the Hasura GraphQL API and all of the migration data for the data model within Postgres itself. So you got Postgres and Hasura, and it keeps it all managed for you within migrations. It's already in the repo. You can even go check it out. It's got the SQL and all that good stuff. But I'm going to go through the process of setting up the migration and talk about my data model next session. So that should be Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. I need to add my schedule into Twitch since I realized they've actually got that feature working now. Oh, I got it working. It's actually working. It's just that Azure doesn't show that the stuff that's built, specifically the firewall, it just doesn't show that the firewall is there. But yeah, the database and the GraphQL server, they talk to each other, so that does work. Just need to go through and show. What I'm going to do in the next session is talk about those migrations and show how to use the migrations. So if you want to just write the SQL for the database, you can do that. Or you can use the cool interface, which is a little bit easier if you're not familiar with SQL, to just go through and create a table and add the columns and whatever else you need, and even insert data or whatever you need to do. And I'll show you how the Hasura CLI actually enables you to do that very easily, and it keeps track of all the changes that you're making, so you don't have to go through and manually create all the migrations yourself. Some people like to hand code the SQL and such for the migrations. Sometimes I like to do that. But when you're doing something that goes cross-system like that, it's really nice to have the migrations available for the API server and all of the elements and features that are available with the GraphQL related to the data model. So it's a really awesome feature that I want to show everybody. And also, some of my viewers may have known that I've been talking about taking a month off. I took a month off because I left DataStax where I used to work. We used to work on Apache Cassandra at DataStax. Did some GraphQL work there, did some other things. Was a developer advocate for a while and also a principal architect, something, whatever the title was. But anyway, I left there and have joined Hasura. So I'm actually working with Hasura now. And I'm so looking forward to it. I've been with them for about a few days now, or six days now, so a week and something. And it's been awesome. It's an awesome team, a lot of super smart people. Really looking forward to working with everybody and getting a lot of cool material out there and building out features, etc. So there's gonna be a lot of good stuff. And I'm basically back on Twitch, which is kick-ass, because I had kind of gone on a hiatus, probably actually longer than the month. I took a month off, but even at DataStax, I had shifted into an engineering role there for a while and wasn't able to do Twitch and wasn't able to do a lot of that. So I kind of disappeared from existence. But I'm back, bringing the code and the databases and the data and the data science and the data stuff. We'll do a lot of that. And of course the metal, because I just live it and breathe it. That's how it works. And on my YouTube, if you follow that, youtube.com/c/thrashing code, I got some bikey stuff on there too. Like I build out various parts of bike stuff or go on bike adventures and film some of that, film my railroad adventures whenever, there's not a pandemic. So some good stuff. If you are curious about that, check it out. In the meantime, you're giving a lightning talk tomorrow at your dev group. That's cool. I just gave one of those yesterday or this morning. Damn, I don't even know what. Yeah, I guess it was yesterday evening. Yesterday night. Yeah. All this like global time zone thing, you start to lose track of like when exactly certain things took place. But yeah, so everybody have a totally kick-ass, awesome day. Be cool. Enjoy yourselves, etc. Watch out for forest fires. That's what I've been doing lately. And pandemic viruses, whatever the problems are. Just try to, stay in one piece, everybody. So, Dota attitude, Dota 2 attitude, Cuskaman, everybody else, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining the mosh pit. And I will catch everybody next time. But, as always, I love 2:30 a.m. That's like one of the best times. That's like that time zone over yonder in the old world. Who should I raid? Who's up? Who's hanging out that I should raid? Let's do that, right? I mean, why not, right? It is raiding time. Raiding time. So I've cleaned up my environment. Who should we raid? Oh, silly browser. Why won't the browser show up where it's supposed to show up? So let's hear. Is it going to show me an ad? Who do we raid? Jitspo, Chris. Oh, Mastermind, Stragger, Dan Drum Music, Mickey. Mickey's this dude, rides around New York. He's even been, he's essential worker, so he's been doing it the whole time. That's kind of fascinating stream. I just replayed the whole ad, didn't I? No, a new one. Okay. So maybe Jitspo, CM Griffing. Who should I follow? Who's going to join me? Everybody join me. Takamo, thanks for the follow, the mosh pit. We are about to raid somebody. I think we're going to raid CM Griffing. So let's hear. How do I do this? And then all right, we will be over there in just a few seconds. It's been awesome, everybody. Thank you for joining me again. Kick ass. Here we go. Nice little surprise for Chris. So, give him some love. Cheers.